This episode of ETC is brought to you by DC's Legends of Tomorrow on the CW.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Weekly Weird News.
There are few things that generate as much mass hysteria in an otherwise civilized society as the possibility of suddenly becoming insanely rich without doing any work.
Oh, the dreams I've had.
It's the American dream. And for the last couple months, that hysteria has been at a fever pitch thanks to the Powerball lottery's jackpot just growing and growing and growing, all the way up to $1.6 billion.
That's PewDiePie money right there. The reason the jackpot got so big is because winning the Powerball jackpot requires you to successfully choose 6 numbers, 5 of which are between 1 and 69, and 1 of which, the Powerball, is between 1 and 26. If you have even a basic understanding of math, you'll see that your odds of actually getting all of these numbers right are pretty abysmal. And that's because they are. It's about 1 in 292 million. That's the chance that you would have to guess these all correctly.
You're saying there's a chance.
Yeah, you're technically right. You should play.
Anyway, it shouldn't be at all surprising that at any of the weekly number drawings, there'd be no one with the right set of numbers, despite there being hundreds of thousands of people playing.
Or millions.
Yeah, probably millions. So in that event, the jackpot rolls over and keeps growing, as it did in this most recent Powerball jackpot. The largest one in Powerball history at $1.6 billion. So if you even split that 10 ways, that's more than enough to spend the entire rest of your life in absolute luxury.
Hence why the entire country seemingly lost their damn minds over the whole thing. And it certainly didn't help that the mainstream news media jumped all over the hype, reminding viewers at every turn that hundreds of millions of dollars were just one $2 ticket away. Fox News flagship morning program Fox and Friends even had this dude, 7-time lottery winner and professional scam artist Richard Lustig, who offered this sage advice to Fox's viewers. Buy as many tickets as you can afford. Now that is great advice.
Yeah, so he of course cautioned against spending money that you can't afford to spend, but come on, any subtlety that his lottery philosophy might have had was completely lost the second that this graphic was drawn up. It's basically yelling at the viewer that if they had any spare cash in their pocket, that shit's just going to waste unless they ran out the door and spent it on Powerball tickets down at the 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Also, even if you were to spend $500 on 250 Powerball tickets, your chances are still less than 1 in 100,000.
Or probably worse than that.
Probably.
Yeah. Anyways, this past week, the nonsense was finally ended thanks to 3 separate winners choosing the right numbers and winning $528 million each. Except, no, it didn't, because until the actual identities of those 3 winners were confirmed, a whole bunch of craziness continued to unfold.
First up, professional skater and filmmaker Eric Bragg went on Instagram holding a Powerball ticket with the winning numbers and the caption, "OMG, I won 1.5 billion. I'm posting this in case anyone tries to jack me. This is proof. Look it up. I bought it in Chino Hills where I grew up." And yes, one of the winning tickets had been purchased in Chino Hills, California. His story checks out.
Ironically enough, I am longtime friends with Eric Bragg and was even in a joke country band with him many years ago. So it was very odd seeing him on the front page of every news outlet. Hi, Eric.
Hometown boy done good.
Yeah. Anyways, then on Twitter, Bragg tweeted out, quote, "I am not a selfish guy, and I'll be giving away some of my winnings to every person who retweets this." He, of course, got an astronomical number of retweets. And then another account, at the Powerball Guy, which has since been suspended, claimed to be another account of Bragg's and promised to give $20,000 to the first 100,000 people who followed him. And that account racked up followers super fast, despite 20,000 times 100,000 equaling 2 billion, which is way more than the actual winning amount, because the winning amount was something way lower than even the original amount of 1.6 billion.
So anyway, Bragg's winning lottery ticket was of course a fake, which users on sites like Reddit were very quick to figure out just by comparing it to real lottery tickets. But your average Twitter user is a fucking idiot. So whatever, good for him. He's tapped into the zeitgeist, he grew his online presence. I give him the thumbs up.
He's doing fine anyway. He works for like Ryan Sheckler or something, making skate videos.
Martin Shkreli?
Yes, Martin Shkreli.
He makes skate videos now too?
Yeah, he does it all.
Oh.
Anyways, while Bragg did just some innocent trolling, what happened to one 62-year-old nurse in Pomona, California was much less innocent. The owner of the nursing home she worked at had generously, though stupidly, bought 18,000 Powerball tickets for his employees and patients, apparently taking advice straight from Fox News.
Buy as many as you can!
Do it all! They could have given these old people a great ending to their lives with all the money that they wasted on these Powerballs.
Spend $18,000 on
medicine, food,
anything.
Those companion cats, the robot cats.
Could have got a lot of cats.
Buy all those cats.
Anyway, after the winning numbers were announced, the nurse received a text from her son with a photo of one of their lottery tickets, which happened to feature all of the winning numbers.
What?
The nursing home's employees and residents were overjoyed at this amazing news, and they notified the local media of their tremendously good fortune.
As you do. If you win $1 billion, the first thing you want is public attention.
Yes.
However, by the time the media had assembled and the winners had started planning for what they'd do with their winnings, it came out that the nurse's son, who I can only assume is Sam Pepper, had actually sent her a fake photo of the winning ticket. They had not won the Powerball after all.
It's a prank, Mom!
Mom, don't you get it? It's funny. It's a prank.
Oh.
Anyways, now you have a great example to compare yourself to the next time your mom accuses you of being a bad son. Can't be as bad as this guy. Look at this little shit.
Mom, at least I didn't lie to you about
winning hundreds of millions of dollars. All of our problems are solved. Just kidding. Our life still sucks. But it couldn't have happened when the original news came out. Everyone's like, it couldn't have happened to a nicer lady. A nurse who works at an elderly
She
home.
really deserves this.
Yeah. If it wasn't for her son being such a dickhead and potentially reaping the rewards of a GoFundMe, I would say that a GoFundMe should get started to at least get something nice for her. But I feel like her dickhead son would be like, oh no, I set up the GoFundMe and I'm gonna get the money and buy a boat now or something.
He's a bad son.
Yeah.
This is like, because you can buy those fake scratcher tickets.
Yeah, those are the worst.
Yeah, it's so mean. Why do you, it's not a nice thing to do.
You're breaking
just
someone's
kidding.
heart. Yeah.
Ugh, fuck you. Anyway, over in New Jersey, something equally depressing happened a week earlier, actually, during one of the Powerball drawings, which had resulted in no winning tickets. An entire restaurant staff had pooled their Powerball tickets, and upon reading the numbers off the internet, realized that they had a winning ticket on their hands with the exact same numbers.
At that point, the jackpot was at $900 million. And because of that, each restaurant employee would receive $22 million.
Ooh.
It was obviously cause for celebration, and thanks to the restaurant's security camera footage, we can see exactly what winning that kind of money looks like. And what it looks like to say, fuck this job and fuck everyone eating here, I'm fucking rich.
Just like throwing their aprons on the ground. The valet guy just like throws the keys at one of the customers, like, get your own damn car.
It's great.
Anyway, turns out that the winning numbers that the restaurant staff were looking at were actually numbers from a previous week. See, had they bought a ticket with the numbers that they had in that previous week, they'd have been winners.
Yeah.
But they bought their ticket after those winning numbers, so they weren't actually winners.
So this important piece of information was discovered by the one employee who waited on celebrating his million so he could fact check the information on his phone. He had to somehow break the disappointing news to a room full of people that were losing their damn minds, thinking about the life of wealth ahead of them. Thankfully though, everyone involved seems to be okay with being victims of premature celebration at this point. But man, does that just suck.
I mean, they're all just like, yeah, it happened, but they're like, so like, how did it feel? They're like, fucking terrible.
Yeah, holy shit.
Fucking terrible. Yeah. I was at the best moment of my life, and then it just disappeared.
Yeah.
Anyway, not everyone can take losing the Powerball in stride like those restaurant employees can, especially not Cinnamon Nicole, the real name of a woman from Tennessee who claims to have spent all of her money on Powerball tickets, and now she's dealing with her disappointment at having wasted her life savings by setting up a GoFundMe page to get some of that money back.
No. No. The page, which GoFundMe has since taken down, good, said, please help me and my family as we have exhausted all our funds. We spent all of our money on lottery tickets, expecting to win the 1.5 billion, as you do, and are now in dire need of cash. With your small donation of at least $1, a like, and 1 share, I'm certain that we will be able to pick ourselves up from the trenches of this loss and spend another fortune trying to hit it big again. Wait, what? Please, won't you help a family in need? Donate now.
So her donor rewards for this GoFundMe page included tagging donors in a Man Crush Monday or Woman Crush Wednesday post on social media, so totally worth it, I think. Honestly, I have a hard time even believing this is real. The amount of stupidity at not only betting everything on winning the lottery, but then asking strangers on the internet for more money so that you can go back and turn around and bet all of that money again. I don't want to believe that that person exists. It's like,
I don't know, man.
It would be bad enough if it was like, we're in dire need of money, like I can't feed my fucking kids, please help. But she's literally saying like, well, we didn't win it this time, but with your help,
we could win the next one.
Like, it's like that South Park episode where they bet everything at the Indian casino and they win, and then everyone's like, but hey, what if we double down?
Anyways, that's enough Powerball talk. I hope we all learned something today. And that's that lotteries are fucking stupid and just a giant waste of money. So let's move on to our favorite real headlines from the week that we read about on the internet. But first, Snopes, one of our favorite websites, is getting great at debunking stupid internet hoaxes. And they recently published a great article called Snopes' Field Guide to Fake News Sites and Hoax Purveyors. If you don't follow Snopes on Twitter, I highly recommend it, because they have to spend 24 hours a day refuting false claims.
Yeah, it started as just an urban legend website.
Yeah.
There was a lot less material. It was just like chain letters and stuff.
And now it's a necessary evil in the world.
They have to be on the clock all times just looking out for bullshit.
Yeah, we need to get people funding. Fuck donating to Wikipedia. Fund Snopes.
Yeah. Anyway, we've talked a lot about all of these shitty fake news sites before. And you guys actually do seem to be learning.
Yeah.
We receive now way less fake news links on Twitter and Reddit than we did like 6 months ago. But if you need a quick refresher on sniffing out internet bullshit, check out that article on Snopes by clicking the link in the description. It's great. And angering. It made me angry.
Also, you should donate to Wikipedia. do
Also,
both. Yeah, I didn't mean don't do that. Anyways, here's the headlines for this week. It's no joke. Univision buys a stake in The Onion.
Yeah, speaking of fake news sites, the one that actually does it right, The Onion, is now controlled basically by Univision.
Well, I mean, we talked about this in the fact that, Spanish-speaking markets are the biggest markets in the entire world for content consumption. So it makes a lot of sense that they would want to invest in this.
Yeah, so they obviously could make a Spanish language Onion that would probably do really well. But actually what's happening mostly is that Univision is being proactive about the fact that their viewership from people whose first language is Spanish is dwindling just because of the amount of Mexican Americans, Guatemalan Americans, whatever, who are like second and third generation. They want their entertainment in English. So Univision's like, all right, well, we need to keep doing the Spanish stuff, but we need to like diversify our stuff with stuff that's gonna last the next like 50 years.
Most of the countries aside from America are bilingual, so they can speak English and have no problem getting their news from an English-speaking source.
So yeah, Univision's being smart and they're branching out into more just like general English language stuff.
Good.
Yeah, and I doubt The Onion will change.
No, not at all. Yeah, one of the best pieces of advice anyone could give a company that buys an already successful company is
leave them alone.
Yeah, don't fuck with anything.
Yeah. Report. 10% of college graduates thinks Judge Judy is on the Supreme Court. The headline's great, but the story is it's a very misleading headline.
Yeah.
Basically, they gave a bunch of college graduates a list of 5 names, and it didn't say Judge Judy, it said
Judith Scheinlin.
Judith Scheinlin or whatever.
Yeah.
She was just one of the options, and it said, which of the following is a current Supreme Court justice? And 1 out of 10 people chose Judith Scheinlin.
It's the same thing that Jimmy Kimmel does to get all those stupid responses on his news on the street thing.
Yeah.
There's probably twice as many people giving the correct answer or a valid response to that, and they just edit out and pick all the stupid ones. This was designed to get this headline.
So, but it was a great headline. I was really excited at the possibility that people actually said, that Judge Judy lady's on the Supreme Court, right? But that's not what actually happened.
No. There is real stupid people, like the ones that think the solar panels are gonna suck up all the sun, but
because the Earth is flat.
Yeah.
The Earth's core is
just go
hollow.
read Tequila Tequila's Twitter feed, so you get all your info from there. Anyways, moving on. Minecraft is one of Pornhub's fastest growing search terms. What?
Yeah.
Is it because they like kid porn and they can't find it anywhere else?
Probably. I mean, there are a lot of pedos in that Minecraft community, but that's
teens.
That's not our
teens.
job. So they published this whole thing of stats. It's all 18 to 24-year-old males searching for this stuff.
They search the term Minecraft?
Yeah, Minecraft. Yeah, the Minecraft porn, Minecraft hentai, Minecraft
What's
incest.
that one that everyone does where they get the panties?
Oh God, it's
called like high school something.
Yaoi or whatever. I don't know.
Very
but
strange. it's like porn for children, basically the Minecraft stuff.
Well, a lot of them
storylines.
A lot of the news articles about this pointed to the channel Futuristic Hub, Machinima network partner, whose most successful video is literally just 2 Minecraft characters fucking.
Oh!
Quality content.
Okay, good. North Korea invents hangover-free alcohol. It's about damn time.
Last year they cured AIDS.
Yeah, they cured AIDS.
And cancer.
And now they detonated a hydrogen bomb and made a alcohol that's hangover-free, despite the fact that I would highly doubt that anyone there can legally consume alcohol.
Oh, no, they can't.
Oh, they can?
If they're
Sounds great.
And now they don't get hangover because, like, apparently North Korea just has this magical ginseng root that
no one else has.
Cures all illnesses.
Yeah.
It does if you ferment it, you get really drunk and no hangover. And you know what? This is what's gonna lead to them taking their rightful place.
You know the only other person that's ever golfed a perfect game besides Kim Jong-un is Donald Trump?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, hole in one every time.
Wow.
Authorities say Canadian man pulled 200 pounds of Xanax into Vermont on a sled. Obviously not on Xanax while doing it, because that would be impossible.
It's really clever smuggling, though.
Yeah.
He put on like white camo, got out a sled, tied a rope around his chest, put a duffel bag full of like $2 million worth of Xanax on it, and just trudged across the Canadian border. And eventually he tripped like a tripwire or something near like a railroad track, and the border security came and was like,
Bro, what are you doing?
They were like, what are you doing? He's like, quoi? Because he was French Canadian and didn't speak any English.
And they were like, carry on. I wonder how many times he did it without getting caught.
That's a great question.
Yeah. Got to come from somewhere.
It's a dedication though. Like that's a long. He's probably in great shape.
Yeah. He needs to learn from
He'll do
people
fine in
down
prison.
south that just launch it over with a catapult.
Yeah.
No.
LA stores shirts flying off the shelves after drug kingpin El Chapo wears design.
This is brilliant. I think, didn't they made it after his, or did he wear one of theirs?
No, it's just this little outlet, you know, in the garment district in downtown LA, real gross. One of the stores makes this shirt that El Chapo was photographed in when he was hanging out with Sean Penn, which is a whole other thing I don't even want to get into. Ever since that photo was published, they're apparently like they can't sell enough of these things. People want them.
We should hit up Shirt Was Cash and get him to do it, print it on a t-shirt so you can wear it. Yeah.
And it's a hideous shirt too.
Yeah.
It's the kind of shirt you would expect the leader of a drug cartel to wear.
Go on Twitter and hit up Shirt Was Cash and tell them to make the El Chapo shirt.
Yeah.
Tell them to send us one.
But like the LA Times or whatever.
Yeah, everyone's been reporting on it.
They interviewed them and they were just like, so like, how do you feel about the fact that like the guy is a murderer and a kidnapper,
It's good for business,
drug trafficker? And they're like, well, I mean, let's just focus on the shirt here.
Yeah, the shirt's great. High quality.
Yes.
President Obama puts Joe Biden in charge of curing cancer.
Get him, Joe.
Yeah. I don't know how he's necessarily going to do that.
Gotta put on those gloves, get to work curing that cancer.
Yes.
I mean, it's just, I love it. Like Time Magazine has become so irrelevant that their headlines now are just like written to make you go, what?
Wait, what? That really happened?
No, he put Joe Biden in charge of like a task force. It's inconsequential. Joe Biden is not gonna cure cancer.
Yeah, the wording is what has been twisted around here. Time Magazine is turning into Upworthy at a rapid pace. Okay, that's really the truth.
Former concentration camp being turned into luxury resort with party ambiance in Montenegro. I mean, like...
It's really sad. I mean, we've all seen there's like Tumblrs and Twitter accounts that post people who post pictures like at Auschwitz, like, made it to Auschwitz.
I mean,
like, I'm in Dachau, whoa!
At least the German concentration camps in Poland and Germany are in climates that are not vacation-like at all. Yeah. They're very just...
Well, also, they're historical landmarks.
Yeah, they're depressing places. There's no way you'd ever be able to turn into a resort. But Montenegro, right there in the Mediterranean, it's got this perfect little island. So what if it was a prison concentration camp where numerous people died? It's a great spot. We're just letting it go to waste by keeping it as a historical landmark. Yeah. So let's set up a sexy, kind of fun, youthful, like cabanas and shit.
Let's breathe some new life into this death camp.
Yeah. The weird thing is,
that should be their tagline.
It's a tiny island. Like,
there's only so much space.
There's nothing to do. Yeah. Even like the beaches around it are all just rocks. Like you can't use the beach. Yeah. So I don't know what they're thinking, but it's been approved. They're doing it.
Yeah. And in New York City, payphones become free Wi-Fi hotspots and masturbation stations.
Masturbation stations.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I mean, we've talked about how New York's, all the payphones in New York are being converted into Wi-Fi hotspots. Great idea. Yeah. Love it.
Just strap one of those fleshlights right onto the thing, let people go nuts.
Well, actually, this is another company called Guy-Fi. They bought up a few of the old phone booths and they set it up with like a curtain. And
I feel like this was already refuted as fake.
I don't know. Ars Technica reported on this.
Okay, let us know if this is real, because that's ridiculous. I thought Giuliani cleaned up the city. What's this Bloomberg?
I hope it's fake.
I've seen the bathrooms where you put the quarter in and you can use it.
Oh, the ones that clean themselves?
Yeah.
Those are cool. They got a few of those here.
You know what you should do? Put the quarter in, go stand inside, get a free shower. Just stand in there long enough to where it starts.
Oh God, it burns. There's bleach in my eyes.
Anyways, that's your 45-minute episode of Weekly Weird News. Check out our other content over here. We have a brand new episode of Tech Tuesday. There's a new podcast. And also we did this Watch With Me for Batman Bad Blood that you should check out. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.